Okay, so myself, Manoranjan Kumar, an assistant professor in Agriculture Department of Suresh Gyan Bihar University. So today in this lecture, we will discuss about the watershed characteristics. In the last class, we have discussed in about the watershed, what are the watershed and what are its properties. Watershed means this is an area in which all the runoff water um, will collect at a single point. Okay, so that is known as the watershed. So for today, we will discuss about the watershed characteristics. So at the end of this class, the students will able to know about the different watershed characteristics and the different parameters which affect uh, the basin shape. Okay, basin shape is one of the most important watershed characteristics. So we will study different factors which affect the basin shape. The other point we will cover the physical characteristics of the watershed. Okay, and as well as the channel characteristics of the watershed. So these are the some points which we are going to discuss in this lecture. So watershed characteristics. Generally, the watershed characteristics is of two types. So one is the physical characteristics, and other one is the channel characteristics. Okay. Under the physical characteristics, the principal physical watershed characteristics are the basin shape, basin basin slope, basin shape, basin area means the area of the basin. Basin slope means the slope of the basin. Okay, basin means this is the watershed catchment. Okay, so basin area, basin shape, basin slope, sorry, and basin shape. Okay, so for defining the shape, we will consider different parameters which will be considered later on. And third and the fourth physical watershed characteristics are the basin length, the length of the basin. Okay, so these four uh, characteristics of the watershed will be discussed here: basin area, basin slope, basin length, and basin shape. Okay, so basin area means area of the basin. Basin slope means the slope of the entire basin, and basin length means the length of the entire basin. Okay, and basin shape. So you can't define directly the basin shape. So to define the basin shape, there is number of parameters which you should know. So what are those parameters to define the basin shape? So the parameters are form factor, shape factor, circulatory ratio, elongation ratio, and compactness coefficient. So these are the some parameters. With the help of this, we can define the shape of any basin. Okay. Now, first we are going to discuss the physical characteristics of the watershed in detail. So physical characteristics means what? Physical characteristics means the area of the basin, length of the basin, slope of the basin, and shape of the basin. Okay. So this watershed geomorphology refers to the physical characteristics of the watershed. Geomorphology means geo means earth and morphology means this is the outer construction of the area, that is known as morphology. Okay, so watershed geomorphology, it will refer to the physical characteristics of the watershed. Under this, the basin area, basin length, basin slope, and basin shape. These are the physical characteristics of the watershed. Okay. So, what are the importance of these physical characteristics? Why we study these physical characteristics? So, this physical characteristics, this will affect the runoff. Runoff is the main important thing in the watershed. So, these physical characteristics affect the runoff and other hydrological process. Okay. So, let us see what are those physical characteristics. First physical characteristic is the basin area. Okay, so this the area of the watershed or watershed area is also known as the drainage area, and this is the most important watershed characteristics for hydrological analysis. Okay, so you can calculate that watershed area by some GIS method, some planimeter method. Okay, so this basin area, this will reflect the volume of water that are generating after the rainfall in that area. How you can calculate the volume of that entire area? By when you have the basin area, then you have to multiply that basin area into depth of the rainfall. Okay, so it will give the how much volume of water is occurred in that area. Okay, so once the watershed has been delineated, the its area can be determined by approximate method. These are the methods to calculate the area. Okay, in the BSc Agriculture in the first semester, in the surveying soil and water conservation lecture, you might have studied about this method to calculate the area of any field. Okay, so these are the some method to calculate like map method, approximate map method, planimeter, or GIS, Geographical Information System. So these are the methods to which you can calculate the basin area of the watershed. Okay. Now the second physical characteristics of watershed is basin length. Okay, so how you can define the basin length? Which length you have to consider? So basin length can be defined in more than one way. In one way, you can define the basin length as it is the greatest straight line distance between any 2 points on its perimeter. Okay, here in the picture you can see this is the watershed. Okay, so the greatest straight line distance between 2 points. Okay, some point may be here and some point may be here. So if you draw a straight line, this one, so this straight line will not be the length of the basin because uh, there are also some line present which is greater than this line. Consider this one at this point and the farthest at this point. Okay, so if you join these 2 points, then this straight line will be the greatest straight line between any 2 points on the parameter on this perimeter of the basin. So you can consider this straight line, this one, this is the basin length of the watershed. Okay, so this is the one way to define the basin length. The other way, you can define the basin length as the greatest distance between the outlet of the watershed and any point on the perimeter. Okay, this is the other way to define the basin length. The third way to define the basin length as the length of the main stream from its source to the outlet. Okay, so these are the definition of this basin length. So conceptually, the basin length is the distance traveled by the surface drainage, and sometimes more appropriately, it is labeled as hydrological length. Okay, basin length is sometimes also called as the hydrological length. This length is generally used in computing a time parameter, which is a measure of the travel time of the water through a watershed. The watershed length is therefore measured along the principal flow path from the watershed outlet to the basin boundary. Since the channel doesn't extend up to the basin boundary, it is necessary to extend a line from the end of the channel to the basin boundary. The measurement follow a path where the greatest volume of the water would generally travel. Okay. Okay, so this is the basin length. Now the other physical characteristics of this watershed is basin slope. So what do you mean by the slope, basin slope? This is the nothing but it is the elevation difference between the end point of the main flow path, and this difference is divided by the length of that basin. So you can get the basin slope. Okay. So elevation difference between 2 points divided by the length of these 2 points. So it will give the basin slope. Okay. So why this basin slope is important? Because this basin slope, it will affect the momentum of runoff. Okay, it reflects the rate of change of elevation with respect to distance along the principal flow path, and it is usually calculated as the elevation difference between the end points of the main flow path divided by the length. Okay. The fourth parameter, the fourth physical characteristics of the watershed is basin shape. Okay, so there are some parameters. With the help of that parameter, you can define the basin shape. Okay, because the watershed have an infinite variety of the shape, and the shape reflect the way that runoff will bunch up at the outlet. A number of watershed parameters have been developed to reflect basin shape. Those parameters are form factor, shape factor, circulatory ratio, elongation ratio, and compactness coefficient. These are the parameters. Okay, with the help of these parameters, you can define the basin shape. Okay. So first is the form factor. So how you can calculate the form factor of any watershed? So this is the formula to calculate the area of the basin divided by the square of the axial length of the basin. Okay. So form factor is equal to area of the basin divided by the axial length of the basin ka square. Okay, so with the help of this formula, form factor, you can calculate the form factor of the basin shape. Second parameter is shape factor. So how you can calculate the shape factor? So shape factor is equal to drainage area of the watershed divided by the square of the main channel length. Okay. Third parameter to define the basin shape is circulatory ratio. So how you can calculate the circulatory ratio? This is the ratio of basin area. Okay, basin area means drainage area. Okay, so how you can calculate the circulatory ratio? Circulatory ratio you can calculate by this formula, the basin area divided by the area of a circle. Which circle? That circle which have the same perimeter as that of this watershed area. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the circulatory ratio. First you have to calculate the basin area of the watershed, and after that you have to calculate the perimeter of that basin. Okay, so with help of the planimeter you can calculate the perimeter of the basin. So of the same perimeter, the other circle you have to calculate. Okay, and after that calculating the perimeter of that circle, then you have to calculate the area of that circle. Okay, so with the help of this formula, circulatory ratio, the basin area to the area of the circle. Which circle? That circle which have the same perimeter as that of the watershed. Okay. Similarly, you can calculate the elongation ratio. Elongation ratio, how you can calculate? You first have to calculate the diameter of the circle of the same area as that of the basin. Okay, you know the area of the basin. Okay, so suppose area of the basin is 100 meter square. Okay, so you have to consider one circle which have area of 100 meter square. Okay, then after considering the circle that of that circle, you can calculate, you can determine the diameter of that circle. Okay, so that diameter is there, the diameter of the circle of the same area as that of the basin. Okay, so you have to, after that you have to divide the diameter of the circle by the maximum basin length. Okay, so this will give you the elongation ratio. Okay, now the last parameter, this physical character, the parameter of the basin shape is compactness, compaction coefficient. Okay, so how you can calculate this compaction coefficient? So first you have to calculate the perimeter of the basin. You can calculate by the help of the some surveying method like planimeter. Okay, and also you have to calculate the circumference of equivalent circular area. Okay, how you can calculate the circumference of equivalent circular area? You have to calculate first the area of the basin, area of the watershed. Okay, and after calculating the area of the basin, you have to consider one circle which have the same area as that of the basin. Okay, so you have that circle which have some area. Okay, after that you have to calculate the circumference of that circle. Okay, the circumference you can calculate with the help of the circle formula. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the compaction coefficient. Okay, perimeter of the basin divided by circumference of the equivalent circular area. So these are the parameters. With the help of this parameter, you can define the shape of any watershed. Okay, form factor, shape factor, circulatory ratio, elongation ratio, and compaction coefficient. Okay, so form factor means the area of the basin divided by the square of the axial length of the basin. Shape factor means drainage area divided by a square of the main channel length. Circulatory ratio, the basin area divided by the area of the circle which has the same perimeter as that of the basin. Elongation ratio, diameter of the circle of the same area as that of the basin divided by the maximum basin length. Okay, and in the last, the compaction coefficient. So compaction coefficient, perimeter of the basin divided by the circumference of the circle which have the same area as that of the basin. Okay, so so in this way you can calculate the different parameters of the watershed. Okay, which is useful for defining the basin shape. Now, so that was the physical characteristics of the watershed. Now we will see the channel characteristics of the watershed, water channel characteristics of the watershed. Okay. So basin geomorphology, this plays an important role in the transition of water from the overland region to channel, and also from the channel of one order to the other order of channel. Okay, so It is easily determined by contour mapping and drainage map of the basin. So under the channel characteristics, there are channel order, channel length, channel slope, channel profile, and drainage density. These are the most common channel characteristics. Okay. So why these are important? The channel order, channel length, channel slope, channel profile, and drainage density. It will help in estimating the watershed hydrological process. Okay. So let us see what are these characteristics. First is the channel order. Okay. So channel means this is a one type of a stream. Okay. So there are many like first order stream, first order channel, second order channel, third order channel, fourth order channel. Okay, likewise. Okay, so how you can define the first order channel, to second order channel, third order channel? So the first order channel, the first order streams, these are those channels that have no tributaries. Okay, tributary means uh, helping streams which can help to the main stream, that is known as the tributaries. Okay, in the picture you can see these are the watershed. This is the watershed, and in this watershed these are the channels. Okay, channel means a stream. Okay, way the path of the water flow. Okay, so here you can see this is the first order channel, first order stream, and this is also the first order stream. Okay, so first order stream are those channels, those streams that have no any tributaries. You can see in this picture. This is the first order stream. Here there is no any tributaries. Okay, here also this is the first order channel. Here no any tributaries are there. Okay, it is originated from the source and it will mix into the other stream, but it doesn't have any tributaries. Okay, similarly, what is the second order channel? So the junction of two first order channel, it will form the second order channel. Okay, when two first order channel meets, then it will become the second order channel. Okay, similarly, the third order channel. So what do you mean by third order channel? So third order channel is formed by the junction of two second order channel, like this channel. You can see this is the third order channel. Here you can see that the two second order channel. From this side second order channel is coming, and from this side second order channel is coming. So when this meet at the junction, it will become the third order channel. Okay, so this is the third order channel is formed by the junction of two second order channels. Okay, so thus a stream of any order has two or more tributaries of the previous lower order. Okay. Like in the second order channel, this second order channel has uh, two first order channel, first order channel tributaries. Okay, for this second order channel, this is the one tributaries and this is the one tributaries. So this is about the channel order. Now the other characteristics of this channel characteristics is the channel length. Okay, so what do you mean by the channel length? Channel length means the length of the channel of each order. It is known as the channel length. The average length of the channel of each higher order increases as a geometric sequence, like 2, 4, 8, 16, like in this way. Okay, it will increases as a geometric sequence. So the first order channel are the shortest of all the channels. and the length increases geometrically as the order increases. Okay. The other characteristics of this channel is channel slope. Okay, so what do you mean by the slope? Slope means it is the elevation difference between the end point of the main channel divided by the channel length. Okay, difference divided by the length. This is known as the channel slope. Okay. Now the channel profile. Channel profile means uh, in the channel profile there will be some head of the channel, there will be some mouth of the channel. Okay, and there will be some the stream will flow from the head to the mouth. So what do you mean by the head of the channel, what do you mean by the mouth of the channel? So the head means the point of origin of the stream. This is called as the head of the channel, and the point of termination is known as the mouth of the channel. Okay, and there is a decreasing gradient of the stream channels towards the mouth. Okay, so water will flow from the head to the mouth in the watershed. The other characteristics of this watershed is drainage density. Okay, so what do you mean by drainage density? Drainage density means in one area, in watershed area, the total length of the drainage. This is known as the drainage density. Okay, so length of the drainage per unit area is known as the drainage density. So this drainage density, this is the measure of closeness of drainage spacing. What are the spacing between any two drainages that will give by this drainage density. So it is the indication of drainage efficiency of overland flow and the length of the overland flow as well as the index of relative proportion. Okay, actually this drainage density is defined as the length of drainage per unit area. Okay. So, today we have seen the watershed characteristics. In the watershed characteristics, there are two types of watershed characteristics. First is the physical characteristics, and other is the channel characteristics. In the physical characteristics, what are the different parameters? The basin area, basin slope, basin length, and basin shape. Okay, so basin area, basin slope, basin length you can define easily, but there is some problem to define the basin shape. So for defining the basin shape, there are many parameters. With the help of that parameter, you can define the basin shape. What are those parameters? So these are the parameters: form factor, shape factor, circulatory ratio, elongation ratio, compactness coefficient. Okay, so all these parameters we have we have discussed here. What is the form factor? What is the shape factor? What is the circulatory ratio? What is the elongation ratio? What is the compactness coefficient? Okay, so here we have seen all these things. Now the second characteristics of the watershed is channel characteristics. Okay, so to define the channel characteristics, also there are some parameters, some characteristics are there like channel order, channel length, channel slope, channel profile, and drainage density. Okay, so we have seen the channel order. We also have seen the what is mean by the first order stream, what is the second order stream, what is the third order stream. Okay, and how the second order stream forms, how the third order stream forms. So we have seen all these things in this lecture. Also, we have seen the channel length. What do you mean by channel length? And what is the channel slope? 1 minute. Channel profile. Okay, we have seen what is the channel head, what is the channel mouth. Also, we have seen the drainage density. The length of the channel per unit area of the basin is known as the drainage density. Okay. Now, on the basis of this lecture, there is some question, some quiz related to this topic. So let us see what are these questions. So with the help of these questions, the your concept will be more clear. So first question is the area of the basin divided by the square of axial length of the basin is called. Okay. So mm, here this is the physical characteristics of the watershed. Under the physical characteristics of watershed, we have seen the basin shape. So to define the basin shape, there are different parameters. So in that parameters, out of that parameters, this is the one, the area of the basin divided by the square of the axial length of the basin is called form factor, shape factor, circulatory ratio, or elongation ratio. So here form factor will be the correct answer. Okay, form factor is equal to area of the basin, area of the watershed divided by the square of the axial length of the basin. Okay. So similarly, the second question is the shape factor of watershed is. What is the formula of the shape factor? The first option is drainage area divided by the main channel length. Yeah, drainage area divided by a square of the main channel length. Yeah, the drainage area divided by cube of the main channel length. Yeah, none of these. Okay. So shape factor of watershed we have seen here. Shape factor here. Shape factor, this one. So shape factor means the drainage area divided by the square of the main channel length. This is called the shape factor. Okay, drainage area divided by a square of main channel length. Okay. So the correct option is B. Now in the third question, the first order streams are defined as those channels that have tributaries. First order channel, how many tributaries the first order channel have? So we have seen in the first order channel there is no any tributaries because the first order stream originates and it will mix into the second order stream or third order stream. Okay, no any tributaries are there in the first order stream. So the correct answer is 0, means no any tributaries. Okay. Similarly, the fourth question is the drainage density. Drainage density, this is the one characteristics of the channel characteristics. Okay, channel characteristics, drainage density. So what do you mean by the drainage density? The density of the drainage length, that is known as the drainage density, the length of the channel per unit area. Okay, so let us see what are the options given here. The length of the drainage per unit area, length of the drainage per unit volume, area of drainage per unit length, or none of these. Okay, so we have seen that drainage density is nothing but it is the length, drainage length divided by area. So correct option is this one, not volume. Okay. Now the fifth question is, this is also related to the physical characteristics of the watershed. So this question is related to the physical characteristics of the watershed. the perimeter of the basin divided by the circumference of equivalent circular area is called the compactness coefficient, या elongation ratio, circulatory ratio, या none of these. Okay. So what will be the correct option here? Perimeter of the basin, perimeter of basin divided by the circumference of circle. Which circle? That have same area of watershed or basin watershed. Okay. In the simple language, we can write this equation, this sentence in this way: the perimeter of the basin divided by the circumference of the circle having the same area of the watershed. Okay. So what is called this one? Compactness coefficient, elongation ratio, circulatory ratio, yeah, none of these. So the correct option is the compaction coefficient. Okay. Compaction coefficient means the perimeter of the basin divided by circumference of the circle that have the same area as that of the watershed area. Okay. So this is the compaction coefficient. Now the other questions, let us see. Yes, the first is the junction of two first order channel form a meter. The junction of two first order channel form a dash order channel. What will be the correct answer? Suppose there is a first order channel from this side. Uh, from this side, suppose here first order channel is coming. Okay. From this side also the other first order channel is coming like this way. Okay, so this is the first order channel, so, and this is the second order channel. So third channel that will be formed at the junction of these 2 points. So this channel is of how many order? This one, this channel, red color channel. This is the question. Okay, so this is the second order channel. Correct option is second order channel. The junction of two first order channels form a second order channel. The second question, the dash is determined as the elevation difference between the end point of the main channel divided by the channel length. Elevation difference divided by the channel length. This is known as the basin slope, yeah, channel slope. Okay. The correct option is the channel slope. Channel slope or basin slope, both are the same. The third question, the average length of channels of each higher order dash as a geometric sequence. We have seen this question, this sentence in channel characteristics of the watershed. Okay, where we have seen the average length of the channel of each higher order will increase as a geometric sequence, like 2 order, 4 order, 8 order, uh, likewise. Okay, so here it will be the average length of the channel of each higher order increases as a geometric sequence. Now the fourth question, the ratio of the diameter of the circle of the same area as the basin to the maximum basin length is called. In the simple language, we can write here, it is asking that the ratio of diameter of the circle, diameter, diameter of circle, circle, which circle that have the same area of the basin, same area of water set. Okay, same area of water set divided by diameter of the circle divided by maximum basin length, maximum basin length. Okay, in the simple language of this sentence we can write here, diameter of the circle having the same area of the water set divided by the maximum basin length. This is called the elongation ratio of the water set. Okay, this is the elongation ratio of the water set. Now the fifth question is the area of watershed is also known as dash, and it is the most important watershed characteristics for hydrological analysis. Okay, the area of the watershed is also known as drainage area. The correct answer is drainage area. The area of the watershed is also known as the drainage area, and it is the most important watershed characteristics for the hydrological analysis. Okay, so these are the questions related to this topic.